Tonight, an update on the local veteran searching for his father.
We first introduced you to him last fall. Tulsa's investigative reporter Janna helped him find a photo of his father plus other family members he never knew he had.
I love this story. Now she has an update about his fight with cancer plus his big plans to connect with his family.
It started with a handwritten letter from Vietnam veteran Alan Kruger and his one request.
There's something missing. Then I said to myself, I should like to see a picture of my father. I'm not asking much, just a picture.
Alan wanted to find his father, the one listed on his birth certificate.
You went into the Navy because your father did. A father you never met.
A father I never met?
After months of searching,
Here's the DNA kit.
and results from a DNA test,
I never expected this.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I told Alan I finally found his father.
Here's your father.
Wow, that's an old picture. That's Dad. It's amazing. It's amazing. You look like he would have been a good father. 72 years. And now it comes.
Then another surprise. Alan has a sister and two brothers. His youngest brother, Tim, was ready to talk to him on the phone and meet him for the first time.
He would love to talk to you.
Sure.
Would you like to talk to him?
Yes. Now?
Yeah.
Wow. He's my brother? Love to.
Alan talked to Tim for almost an hour.
Tim?
Hey, Al.
This is new to me. I'm your older brother, Alan.
I understand that.
I live in Oklahoma. I'm 72 years old.
Now that some time has gone by, I wanted to check in with Alan.
You've had some time now for it to kind of sink in. I mean,
Oh yeah, but I don't think about it every day.
what do you think about it now?
I found him. I have a picture of him, but I don't dwell on it, you know. There's nothing I can do. It'd been nice if I would have seen him. Let's say 50 years ago when I went into this. If I would have done it 50 years, I'd probably met everybody by now, because I would have been young then.
His father, Darrell Russell Lewis, died in 2012. After he served in the Navy, Darrell moved home to Ashland, Kentucky, got married, and had 3 more kids. Alan's sister and 2 brothers, Gina, Rick, and Tim.
We were here when you talked to Tim the first time. Did you talk to him after that?
I think it was the next day he called me. I got up in the morning and there was a message on the phone.
He also talked to his other brother, Rick.
I talked to Rick. I called him. He was kind of shocked. We went through it. It was a shock to all of us.
He's talked to his sister, Gina, too.
About once a week.
Really?
Oh yeah, at least once a week.
Gina sent him these photos of his father when he was in his 20s and 30s.
He says he was a pretty good man. He was well known throughout the town. You know, he's very liked.
Alan told me he's written his brothers and sister letters and sent them photos of him growing up, too. He's also told them about fighting stage 3 cancer.
How have you been feeling?
So-so. I'd say so-so. I have some good days and some bad days.
I know you had a CT scan. What did that show?
It showed, they told me stable.
Alan did finish his radiation treatments, and that was a huge deal.
Do you have more chemo sessions to do?
I'm doing once a month for a year. I've already done 3.
That's a lot fewer than you had been doing, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is only once a month. Before I was going once a week.
Alan's doctors cleared him to travel so he can finally do something he's been aching to for so long. Go see his daughter, Amy.
I know you've been wanting to see your daughter so badly.
A long time. I guess since I have this cancer, it made me do it. And then what you've done for me, finding out my father, now I got to do something. I'm going to go see my daughter and grandkids.
I mean, I guess you'll be able to actually sit face to face with Amy and talk about how you found your father and her grandfather. Yeah.
I didn't find him. You found him. You found her. Found him. And others. I didn't expect everything else along with it.
They can look at the photos together and talk about everything that's happened.
You thought one thing for your whole life. You don't find out till you're 72 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of things that are true.
Since he was 13, Alan's family told him the wrong thing, that his father died in the Korean War. I found out that wasn't true.
It's not on there.
It's not on there.
Yeah.
If he would have died in the Korean War, it should be here.
That's one thing. I think about that at times. You know, why was I told he was killed in the Korean War? I'll never know the answer to that.
Even all these years later, are you glad to know the truth?
Oh, yes. I'm glad. You know, I seen a picture of him. That's all what counts. And Amy has a picture of her grandpa.
Alan is headed to San Antonio to see her.
It's a pretty long trip. How do you plan to get there?
By train.
A train?
Yes.
All right.
I've never been on a train before. It's going to be my first time.
You must be so excited.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for the train ride. Mostly seeing them.
How long has it been since you've seen Amy?
I'm going to say at least 9 years.
It's a long time coming.
It is a very long time coming.
You must really be looking forward to it.
Oh, yes. I really am. It's the last thing I ever do.
I know you really want to beat this cancer.
I have to.
In Glenpool, covering news that matters, Janna Clark, Fox 23 News.
We continue to wish him the best. Now, we were all hoping he might get to meet in person one of his brothers who's been staying near San Antonio, but right now he's working out of state, so that's not going to work out at this time. But we're so glad Alan gets to see his daughter Amy and his grandkids too.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Janna Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23 Investigates at FOX23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search FOX23 Janna Clark on Facebook.